welcome back everyone, welcome back to the grand finals of the OlimoLeague January finals here, as it's been an intense month of StarCraft. Every single month, OlimoLeague, week after week, players, they accumulate points to make it to the monthly finals. We had our 8 players, we had our top 8, and now we are down to only 2. And again, it was supposed to be a PvT. It was supposed to be herO versus Clem, but Clem, he was shut down. He was denied in the semifinals, and an explosive semifinals as well. No pun intended. It was crazy. It was a crazy series, crazy match, but we are not done. We are not done. We still have the grand finals ahead of us here. It's going to be a PvP between herO and Zoun. Whew, let's go. Zoun, he has been on fire. It's been looking solid, at least when it comes to the PvT matchup. But what about the mirror matchup? That is the question. Zoun, he has been quite vocal, saying that he's not actually too fond of PvP. Despite that, it is one of his best matchups. It's one of those things where he doesn't enjoy it, but he's good at it. He is good at it. It is, I would say, one of his strongest matchups. I would say PvP and PvT by far are where he thrives the most. And we'll see if he can bring herO down. Bearing in mind, this is also a herO that just came off of a win I should say, a better performance in Master Coliseum by taking down MaxPax in a best of 7. He was able to bring down MaxPax 4-1. That also shows how in form herO is, at least in the PvP. I believe herO and MaxPax, they didn't play in the League Cup. They missed each other in that tournament. It was the week before that where herO did take the best of 7. Oh boy, so he's got some builds. He's definitely got some builds coming into this. Zoun, I haven't seen in recent times for his PvP, so I'm ready. I'm excited. Let's go. Let's jump on in. Jump into that best of 9. Sorry, best of 7. What do we say? And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of ley lines, we have the South Green Protoss player, the Blue Protoss representing Weibo Gaming, WBG. It is herO. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the other South Green Protoss player, the Red Protoss, the ex-military Protoss. It is Zoun. The Clem Crusher, if you will. He's crazy. Again, having a very close, very intense series versus Clem, and we'll see if that can be replicated here against herO. Here we go. And again, the meta of PvP has been shifting quite a lot in recent months. For a very long time, it was very standard to go 2-gate opener into the natural, into your tech. Very standard amongst the other Protoss players that aren't MaxPax. But in recent months, in the most recent patch, even in the PTR, we saw herO and all the other Koreans follow suit and actually embrace gate into cybercore openers, even on maps where it is unsafe to do so. So PvP has been evolving in the most recent patch. We'll see where that leads us, as so far, 2-gate opener. So herO, he goes for a 2-gate opener. Zoun going for a gate, cybercore, into tech, into an expansion. So Zoun going for the quote-unquote MaxPax build here. herO, do we proxy? The probe is in position here for a pylon, for what looks to be a fake proxy pylon. Tech is being thrown down. Pylon is going to be placed. And herO is trying to force Zoun to overreact, trying to get into the head of his opponent. Speaking of, Zoun is scouting. He's scouting, he's checking for a proxy, looking for the pylon. We'll check the 3rd location. We'll check the center, and keep going from there. With, as you can see, Zoun also making an initial Zealot, so very safe start here from Zoun. Zealot on the way into Stargate, potentially into Void Ray, then into the expansion. As Zealot does pop. Oh my, and we're real, it's real. I thought it was fake. He scouts it, oh my god. Based on the pylon location, I assumed it was just going to be a fake out and we were going to macro from here, but no, here he commits, and Zoun, he finds the robo. Let's go. He does find it, is aware. Nexus before Stargate. He's crazy. Okay, bold move here out of Zoun. We'll go for the faster expansion into delayed Stargate and delayed Stargate into delayed tech. Is going to be a robot response into Immortal production, but the Immortal is going to be faster, of course, for herO, much faster. Okay, so Zoun is going to be looking to try to hold on to that low ground. Shield batteries are on the way, and we'll see if Zoun can survive, if he can defend. Meanwhile, War Prism first out of herO. Prism is on the way. Adepts are moving out, and herO, he will soon find out about the timing of that natural expansion. Well, he's already aware even. He's aware, shades into the main, is denied. But that's what the War Prism is for. As the Prism can allow these adepts to bust into the main base and bypass that ramp. herO does kite back. Here come the adepts. 4 adepts into the main, Immortal Production behind this. Again, herO is going for a 1 base all in. And the longer this goes on, the better it's going to be for Zoun. Zoun's still building up. First Immortal's halfway done. Adepts, they make their way in. Decent Sim City, nice force field as well, locking down the adepts. Zoun, he's holding. He's holding on. Adepts, they shade towards the low ground. No major kills, no major pickoffs. And Zoun holds. Initially. Zoun is holding. Adepts, they threaten the shade. Immortals are still building up, more adepts on the way. And here he can approach this a couple different ways. He can try to force field the ramp, he can slice up the army. And he does! The Immortal! He does catch the Immortal, but the shield battery's in position. Another force field. Can herO knock this Immortal down? With the help of his own, he can. He can, and he will. Massive pickoff. Immortal does 4 clutch force fields. Yeah, just cutting Zoun up here. GG gets called, and herO, he will catch Zoun out, and herO will take game number 1. Whew, GG. Very nice control, very clutch force fields out of herO, just able to cut the army in half, dealing with it a portion at a time, and just picking away at that Immortal. GG, well played. Unfortunately, again, Zoun, he was a little bit greedy as well, rushing into that faster Nexus, a Nexus that didn't really come into play, that did not help out there. Things did very quickly escalate. And with that, herO takes a lead. Does take a lead in the series. And we'll see if he can extend that lead. As we're loading into game number 2. Game 2 is going to be Zoun's map of choice, El Dorado. Let's go. As a reminder, the way this format works, there are no vetoes. No vetoes, but it is loser's pick. So I'm curious what the plan is going to be for Zoun coming into El Dorado. Let's go. As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss leading the series 1-0. It is herO. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the Red Protoss player down in the series. We'll see if he can bounce back. We'll see if he can make a series out of this. It is Zoun. See in the chat, is this the finals? Yes, that's why this is a best of 7, not a best of 5, so it is a best of 7 grand finals. We're now getting into game 2, and because we're loading into El Dorado, we have the setup here for a gate into Cybercore into expansion. Let's go. El Dorado is one of the few maps in the map pool that has a ramp coming into the natural, so it is common, it is standard to open up in a more economic fashion. We saw Zoun attempt this in the last game, and he was punished for it by the 1 base all-in. Here, 1 base all-ins are weaker because of the ramp. The ramp allows you to have, of course, the high ground advantage, has a choke point coming into the natural as well. All-ins, they do struggle to end the game. It's not impossible, but it is going to be, the map is going to be working against the aggressing player. So both players are opening up economically, and this typically leads into Phoenix Wars. We've been here before, actually, if you recall, we did cast Creator versus Zoun earlier today, and we had Phoenix Wars as a result as well. Now, what I'm referring to here is that both players should be active with their scouting probes. We have the probe for herO, we have the probe for Zoun, and we should be pylon blocking. Typically, in an ideal world, the Protoss player wants to go for a gate into Cybercore into Nexus, but because the pylon blocks, it will delay the Nexus, and it does force the players to go into tech first. And that tech structure should be a Stargate. And if both players open Stargate, then both players have to make Phoenixes. As if they make an Oracle, they will lose the Oracle immediately, and then you're locked into Phoenix Wars. Then you're kind of locked in, you have to keep making Phoenixes, because if you stop, you die. That's where this should lead. herO, he wants that Nexus though. Alas, there it is, Stargate. Stargate for herO, Stargate for Zoun. Welcome to Phoenix Wars. Let's go. As we should start and not stop making Phoenixes. Now, there are certain ways to get out of this. It is risky, but it is possible as the Nexus gets thrown down for herO, and Zoun's is still a little bit more delayed. Oh. is going to be delayed here. But you can try to transition out of this into Blink Stalkers. It is very difficult though. If you want to try to go into Blink Stalkers, then you do need to somehow make your opponent be more passive. If your opponent's passive, if they are more defensive, if they don't move out, if they don't check your bases, if they don't know what's going on, then you can get away with a switch into Blink Stalkers, but it is still very difficult to get away with. As here come the Phoenixes. First Phoenix on the way for herO, first Phoenix on the way for Zoun. Now from here, there are a couple of big power spikes moments where we throw down a second Stargate into double Phoenix production. If one player is too late and the other can get a Phoenix lead early on. Likewise, of course, there's also a moment when we rush into the Fleet Beacon to get into Phoenix range. Speaking of, herO rushing into a very fast second Stargate. This is what we spoke about. This is actually how herO was able to defeat Max Pax in Master Coliseum. I do recommend the VODs if you missed out on it. But a couple of times we saw herO do this very build, where he races into that second Stargate and is able to get a 1 or 2 Phoenix advantage and then end the game. Like, being up 1 or 2 Phoenixes will just snowball out of control. Up! As herO does take a shot to the face, has to get the hell out of here. herO getting caught out. And with that down, he will take the better trade. Oh, I say that, trading 1 for 1. But herO, he's losing too much too quickly here. herO down a Phoenix. Ay, ay, ay. Again, here he was premature. Now that fast second Stargate will allow him to recover, but he didn't want to recover. He wanted to snowball out of control with a higher Phoenix count, and that is not happening. That is not happening. That was a rough start here for herO. It's down, looking good. Second Stargate's now on the way. herO still recovering. Zoun is moving out. Now Zoun has to be very careful because, again, because this second Stargate herO, he will soon surpass the Phoenix count of Zoun if he's not careful. Oh. And there it is. 4 versus 4. Zoun is late to engage. Trading 1 for 1. Better trade for herO. Let's get a second Stargate, or second Phoenix. Did bring it down. Zoun has to back up. herO is mining through his patches, going for his own third. Zoun has yet to expand. Or yet to set up for an expansion, I should say. herO moves out. Zoun, he has no shield battery. And Zoun, he's down 1 Phoenix. Has to be careful. Phoenixes, they stack. Fleet Beacon's on the way. That's going to be for Phoenix range for Annual Pulse Crystals. And this is another big power spike for herO. Again, it does feel like tech-wise herO, he's been ahead the entire game when it comes to the faster second Stargate, faster Fleet Beacon. Zoun was able to take the better trade initially, but just initially. And what Phoenix range entails is that herO will get the first shot. He will get the first volley off, and that can be huge. As it means that most likely he's going to kill 1 Phoenix, like, as the fight begins. And then snowball from there. Oh! Alright, do bounce off each other. Again, no one shoots first. Not yet. They back up. No one wants to engage. Here he's down a Phoenix. And here comes Phoenix range. Instead, Zoun going for a third Stargate. Zoun maintaining a higher Phoenix count instead. Expansion spotted. Phoenix range more than halfway done. Here he needs a little bit more time. A little bit more time here. Still staying stacked. Oh! Oh my god. Doesn't quite engage. And he gets first shot off. There it is. There's Phoenix range. He gets 1. He gets 1 Phoenix already. And he's going to get another as well. And now we come into the fight. Does commit in. herO, he does take the slight advantage. Kiting back. Does kite back to the shield battery. Turns back around. And Zoun, he does plummet. Does fall in supply. Now he is making 3 Phoenixes at a time. True. He's making 3. Does catch out the Phoenixes. Very nice catch here from Zoun. herO overextending. Still very close, but nah, if Zoun, he gets overwhelmed. GG gets called. A herO with the faster Phoenix range and with the faster second Stargate does overwhelm. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Again, so crucial there that herO, he's able to get extra volleys off and the extra first shot. And with that, takes a 2-0 lead. But it's still best of 7. Still best of 7. Still plenty more games ahead of us. Plenty more games to come. Whew. As we settle into a bit of a more standard map, we're going to be loading into Frostline. A map that doesn't have a ramp coming into the natural, so we should not be experiencing Phoenix Wars. Not this time. Not here. Let's go. Let us go. So we're jumping into game 3. So we're getting into game 3 here, and spawning in the top right hand corner of Frostline, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the best Protoss in all of South Korea, arguably best Protoss in the world, up 2-0. It is herO. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the other South Korean Protoss player, the blue Protoss, the ex-military Protoss. It is Zoun. Again, he just had a crazy series against Clem, but alas, PvP is a different beast. Very different beast. Much more intense, very chaotic. I mean, game 1 was a 1-base all-in. Game 2, Phoenix Wars. Game 3, what do we embrace? What do we embrace this time? Welcome one and all to Frostline. Now, we mentioned earlier, coming into El Dorado, how the map itself does kind of lend towards Phoenix Wars. That is not the case here on Frostline. There is no ramp coming into the natural, so we should be seeing 2 gate openers. 2 gate openers all around. Now, despite that, Zoun did attempt to go for something more economic in game 1. We'll see if he does so here. There it is. 2 gate opener. 2 gateways for Zoun, 2 gateways for herO. So we're calming things down, much more standard starts. From here, we can go into our tech, we can go into Blink or Stargate, Robo, faster Nexus. Initially, we're just waiting for the first 2 units. We're waiting for either a double Stalker opener, double Sentry opener, Stalker Sentry, Sentry Expand, double Adept. There are different combinations here with how you do want to open up. Each one, some more aggressive than others, I should say. Some are safer, some are more aggressive, some are more greedy. So we'll see how we open up. As the cyber cores are about to complete. And what do you have for us? There we go. Double Stalker here from herO. So herO, he wants to be the aggressor. It's going to be Stalker Sentry out of Zoun. Much more standard, safe opener instead. So typically, if we're going to be opening up double Stalker, most likely herO is going to follow this up with a 3rd and 4th Stalker as well to rally across the map. And we'll see what herO can get done. It's going to be up to Zoun to survive and to defend. Nice pylon block. Zoun blocks the expansion, or at least he attempts to delay. The Stalkers, they actually bypass the pylon. Cheeky moves out of herO. He is revealed, and there it is. We have the 3rd and 4th Stalker on the way as well. So herO, he's going to be hyper aggressive early on. Meanwhile, Zoun, he expands. Oh boy. So we've kind of chosen our roles here. herO is going to be the aggressor. Zoun is going to be the defender. herO is going to Stargate on the way as well. That's going to be quadruple Stalker into Oracle Harass. Very aggressive here by herO. It's pushing. Shield battery's on the way. Shield battery's not ready. Uh-oh. And there's no force field. Hallucination moves out. Okay. We have 2 more sentries. We have force fields. herO, he does poke back. We're waiting for his reinforcements. There we go. 3rd and 4th Stalker have arrived. But the shield battery is done. Just in time. Thankfully, the shield battery has completed. And behind this, Robo's on the way for Immortal production. Zoun just has to buy more time. As the sentries are getting low. Oh! Nice force field, but he does not catch the Stalker. herO, he slips away. Bit of miscontrol out of Zoun. Ideally, he wants to try to catch 1 or 2 Stalkers. Here come the Warpians. herO going for the proxy across the map. Again, herO still committing to even more aggression. Zoun is stuck at home. The Robo is done. We need that Immortal. Going Observer first. The Oracle has arrived. The Oracle's moving out. herO making his way towards the main. Zoun will deflect. Good positioning. Zoun, he deflects the Oracle. Twilight Counter behind this. herO, I believe, getting up to 3 gates. Yeah, 3 gates on the way. 4th gateway in production, so 4-gate blink. 4-gate blink out of herO, still just trying to pull Zoun apart. Comes in from behind. Oh. Shots up on the Nexus. Force Fields a catch out. This is what we wanted. Let's go. Catching 2 Stalkers. 2 Stalkers go down. 3rd Stalker as well. Massive pickups. Getting a 4th. Oh my, the Force Fields. Zoun, he outtrades herO. Massive catch. Getting 4 Stalkers and a Sentry. herO dives in. No damage yet. Shield batteries in position. The Oracle does nothing. Going for a stasis. Zoun, he won't be able to focus it down. Decent connection. Catching 4 probes. Sorry, 5 probes. 5 probes get caught, and Zoun, he punishes. He punishes so hard. Blink is not yet done for herO. herO, he's in a lot of trouble. Bleeding out 5 Stalkers. Let me look at the trays. Look at the efficiency here. 5 Stalkers and 1 Sentry for 1 probe. Zoun trading very well. Again, herO, he got a little bit too excited here. Too cavalier. Was punished. Zoun not getting a 3rd. herO, he's committed. Now, as a reminder, herO, he does have a higher a higher gateway count. He has more gateways. He's not spending money on a 3rd yet, but it looks like he will expand. Checking the units tab. 12 Stalkers to 9. 12 Stalkers to 10. herO, he rotates. Stasis is being set up, but the base is on the other side. So they're not going to come into play. Triggering shields on the hallucination. herO trying to rotate. Blink is done. Dives into the main. Catches a War Prism. Not bad. Oh, Prism goes down. We're going for the extras to pylon. Going for the pylon. Depowers most of the gateways. The Robo as well. Not bad. herO blinks out. Nice pickups here out of herO. Getting whatever he can. Rotating over towards the 3rd. And we'll snipe the shield battery at least. Prism. Sage Trap gets denied. Oracle goes down. And here he has to back up. He has to respect the main army. Zoun, he defends the 3rd. And hero's getting his own. Oh. So 3rd base, nice catch out of Zoun. Picking up more Stalkers. Stalkers do fall. herO going for a gateway heavy composition. Charge on the way. Put Stalkers into Zealots. Gets punished though. More Stalkers falling. At the same time, herO does get into the mineral line. Boys are being pulled. Probes are going down. Zoun has been trading well for himself, but is losing workers. herO shades into the main. He's not done. Getting 6 probe kills so far. He's on A move though. No target firing. Zoun will defend. Again, that could have been so much worse. That could have been up to 10 plus probe kills. But herO, he's not done. The 3rd base is exposed, getting up to 10 probes. 10 probes going down. Zoun, he's all in. He has lost his economy. He's down to 35 probes. He has to commit. Zoun is up in Stalkers. He can pull this off. He has the Immortal. Shield Batteries are on the way. herO needs more time. He did well harassing, but I mean, can he deal with this army? Zoun is pushing in. He's going for the kill. Shield batteries are done, but it may not be enough. As they already out of NG. There's the NG overcharge. Immortal putting in a lot of work. Here again, blinking his heart out, trying to hold on. Boys are being pulled. And Zoun, he's done it. Zoun, he is breaking through. He snowballs out of control, forced into the all-in. May have lost the Immortal, but it doesn't matter. Boys are being pulled into Zealots, into Stalkers. And Zoun, he will fight back in this series. We have it back and forth. We have a series. As Zoun, he breaks through again. Here, just losing far too much in the lead up to this game. Far too much. The army crumbles, nothing left. Here, he's got that one Oracle. Let's go. And not much more than that. Not much more. GG gets called, and Zoun, he fights back. He puts a point on the board. Getting into a 1-2 score. GG. GG, well played again. A much stronger start out of Zoun, catching out the Stalkers ahead of time and punishing herO time and time again, getting a faster third base. Towards the end, yes, Zoun, he was forced into an all-in. He was down to 35 workers. He barely had an economy, but he had an army. He had a massive army that he was able to build up over time, and herO could not survive the counterattack. GG. GG, well played. With that, again, I appreciate this is not going to be a one-sided series. No 4-0s here. Not in the finals. Let's go. Zoun, he does fight back, and up next is going to be herO's map of choice. Makes sense. We're going to be loading into Whispers of Gold. A map known for aggression. And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Whispers of Gold, we have the South Green Protoss player, the Blue Protoss representing Weibo Gaming. Dropping that last game, still has a lead, but can he maintain it? It is herO. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Blue Protoss player from South Korea fighting back in the series. Can he tie things up? Can he tie things up 2-2? It is Zoun. We go. And as we settle in, a big shout out to Brotail in the chat. God, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoy the broadcast. Hope you enjoy the casting. And hope you enjoy the StarCraft. The StarCraft. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime. Likewise, enjoy the emotes in the chat. You have emotes. If you want, you can join our Discord server and you will gain the benefits of replay packs. As of course, we do send out replay packs to our subscribers. Thank you. Thank you so much for the support. Do appreciate it. Do appreciate it as we're settling into game number 4. Settling into game 4, welcome one and all to Whispers of Gold. A very short rush distance by ground, and also a very exposed third and fourth base. The natural, there's no ramp coming into it. Aggression can be favored here, and we'll keep an eye on Zoun as he moves out with that probe. We're setting up for what looks to be a fake proxy pylon. Wouldn't be a bad location for a Stargate though, so we could try to commit here. As herO dips in with the scout. Back at home, herO going for a single gate opener. Okay. We have a standard opener out of Zoun, and herO, he's going for something more economic. Gate into Cybercore into expansion. You have my attention. Meanwhile, Zoun, he will hide the pylon. Ooh. Setting up for a proxy. The probe does stick around. Show us that Stargate. Cybercore is done. And the Stargate is on the way. Again, it is a close rush distance by air location, so Stargates and Oracles are ideal. herO, he scouts here, he knows that the pylon is missing, and he's looking. He's searching for that pylon. Based on the rally, he will check here towards the left-hand side, but he won't quite check the corner of the map. herO's in the dark. herO, he does re-rally. You can see him scouting towards the top side as well. Robo opener, the misread. Okay. So with this robo-based opener here, he believes it's a proxy robo or a proxy gateway. This is designed to defend against one-base all-ins, not to defend against an oracle. So this is a strong reaction out of herO. Jeez, oh my god. Getting up to 3 gates on one base. Now, what I will say, this oracle needs to get damage done, and he scouts. He does scout, he does confirm, he gets eyes on the Stargate, he sees. So here he knows what's going on. What I was going to say here is that this one-base setup from herO, now that he knows what's happened, this can turn into a one-base all-in. So this defense can turn into an offense. So Zoun, he has to be careful. He has to be very careful back at home. He does expand. Oracle's on the way. Here he's setting up. Shield battery in production. Shield batteries in production. Oracle dives in. Tries to at least, but again, herO is ready for it. herO is secure. And what does herO do? That is a 4th gate. This confirms 1 base all in. So again, 1 base all in now out of herO. And Zoun, he needs to respect this here. We have shield batteries on the way. Zoun going for his own defensive robo. Unfortunately, the Stargate doesn't really help as he can't really reinforce from here. So Zoun is a little bit exposed. Throws down the stasis trap. Stasis trap on the way. herO, he can warp in 3 units at a time. Soon to be 4. Proxy is being depowered. And herO is pushing in. Does he notice the status? Does he notice? Oh, he does. Does notice. Nicely done. Baits out the stasis trap. There it is. He does reinforce. Force fields are crucial here in this game state. How good are they going to be? There it is. It does zone away the army. Shield battery goes down. Nice start here for herO. Takes down the shield battery. Catches the adept as well. Adept falls. Pylon is exposed. Oracle doesn't get much done. Here he kites back well, takes down the pylon, depowers the shield battery, but the Immortal has arrived. Ooh, misplaced force field. Doesn't quite catch the Stalker, but he keeps reinforcing. And here he does have the supply lead. Shading to the main. Catches a Stalker. Adepse commits, and boys are going down. The boys are being pulled away. Probes are falling. Brutal losses here for Zoun. And he's being pulled apart. This is getting out of hand. 9 probe kills! 9 probes fall, and herO takes an economic lead. Yeah, no mining whatsoever in the main. Oh, the war prism is... The prism! Prism exposed. Massive pickup. Yeah, massive mistake here for herO. No more reinforcements. 12 probes is good. I mean, herO is still in a better position. True. But herO, can he keep going? As the adept goes down. Oh, massive stasis in the main. Stasis pops off. Okay. Zoun is fighting back. He can make 2 probes at a time. Zoun can recover. herO still has no expansion. Zoun, he can recover. I mean, he is recovering. Building on more Immortals. Losing that War Prism just took so much wind out of the sails. Like, herO is supply blocked. He can't make the war. He can't make the prism. The prism, it is supply blocked. Ay, ay, ay. Massive delay for herO. The longer this goes on, the better it is for Zoun. We'll lose the Oracle. Oracle does fall. War prism down the way. herO once again supply blocked. Making more pylons. And Zoun, after that economic damage, I mean, he's for the most part recovered. I mean, he's on a 1 base economy, I should say. Let's build back up. Here we're trying to commit. Zoun is not out of this yet. Here he can still pull Zoun apart. That's still a lot of force fields. Uh-oh. And he locks down the army. Yeah, he's just locking down Zoun. The Immortal is going to be targeted. Likewise, nice counter force fields though. There's no War Prism though. There's no War Prism for Zoun. The Immortal does fall. Up. Here a bit of miscontrol though. Bleeds out the Immortal. Okay. Oh no! Another catch. Another force field. The Immortal barely slips away. Shield battery coming in clutch. Zoun needs a little bit more time. Second Immortal has arrived. Adepte shading to the mineral line. He commits. Main army pushes in. And here he may just have too much. May just have too much at this point. Just a massive Stalker lead. Takes down the Immortal. Adepte pop up. Shading out. Zoun still maintaining those Immortals. There's another dive once again, gets targeted. And unfortunately, there's just no War Prism to micro back to save those Immortals. Nice force field, turning him away. At the same time, here he's running out of army, running out of steam. Here comes another warp in. GG gets called. It's just too much to handle. And herO, he will break through and will take a 3-1 lead. Whew, GG. GG, well played. Again, herO, his moment, of course, was shading into the main. The first time he shaded into the main base, he just crippled the economy. He killed how many workers? 12 plus probes? 12 plus workers went down to the adept harass, and Zoun was just pulled apart. He was just pulled apart. He took too many losses, and despite the fact that Zoun, he was recovering with those 2 Nexus, he never really took a lead, never really took an economic advantage. Likewise, because he had to reinvest into all those probes, that did stifle his own production, his own warp-ins, and alas, he did fall behind. GG. The supply blocks from herO didn't help, as herO himself, he was also a little bit more delayed, but was ahead enough. Was ahead enough in the end. And now we're getting into game number 5 here. Now we're on match point. herO needs one more, one more game to be this week's or this month's champion. Zoun needs to fight back herO now to extend the series, to keep the dream alive. Let's go. As we're loading into Ultra Love. Seems like every time I look, Zoun is in another finals. He's on fire. Super cool to see. Yeah, it's been really cool to see his growth as a player. Considering he hasn't really been back for that long. He's been back for, what, like 2 months? Coming up on 2 months? Hasn't been too long. And here we go. Spawning in the top right-hand corner of Ultra Love, we have the South Korean Protoss player. The South Korean Protoss, the Red Protoss, down in this series. He needs to fight back here and now. It is Zoun. The pressure is on, and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the other South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss representing Weibo Gaming, WBG, 1 game away from becoming this month's OlimoLeague champion. It is herO. Here we go. As we're loading into Ultra Love, this is Zoun's map of choice. Makes sense. We do have ramps. We have ramps coming into the natural, so once again, economic openers. Once again, this can lead into Phoenix Wars. This can lead into Phoenix Wars. The reasoning for this is both players are going to be incentivized to pylon block each other to delay the Nexus, and as a result, that typically leads into Stargate play. Typically. As here comes that Cybercore. Cybercore is on the way. Again, Zealots are in production. They're being forced out by those probes. And from here, we should be seeing that block and the Stargates. As both herO and Zoun are in position. Cybercore is about to finish up, and the Stargate is here. So herO throws down his Stargate. Zoun should be throwing down his as well. It does get the Nexus. Okay. Nexus first. Let's go. Does get away with it. No pylon from herO. So here he fails to block. Zoun will have the better economy. herO will have the benefit of the Stargate. With this here, he can harass with the Oracle. Assuming that Zoun doesn't open up Stargate himself, the probe is killed, and herO's in the dark. But this means no Phoenix Wars. The curse is broken. We break the norms here. No Phoenix Wars, no Stargate for Zoun. But that does mean that herO will have map control, opening up Oracle to harass. Zealot pokes in, checks the wall, hallucination across the map to scout, and the Oracle has begun. Oh, sorry, this is herO Zealot. The Oracle's moving out. herO trying to figure out what tech we're going for. Does check the main. Confirms the extra gateway. And the Twilight Council gets thrown down, I believe, after the Phoenix leaves. Yeah, herO, he doesn't see the tech. Not yet. Rotating back over. Sees the Maynard. And for all herO knows, it could be a robot opener. Could be Blink, Twilight Council, or something different. Anyway, here he's just doubling down. We have a second Oracle on the way. First one hits the main, and he does scout. He's now aware, going for the stasis. Up! Oh my god, he fakes out. He makes him flinch. But there we go, we get a full surround. Stasis is denied, and Zoun holds. Zoun does hold. Very nice probe drilling there from Zoun. Does kill the stasis in time. Behind this here, going for his own Twilight Council. From here, it can go for delayed blink or skip it and going to charge. We'll see. Second Oracle has arrived. Rotating over towards the natural, he can one-shot probes. No shield battery. He gets one, he gets two, he gets three. It's up to four. 4 probe kills. Behind this is going into blink. There is going to be a small window where Zoun has blink over his opponent. True. But Zoun, he is down in the economy. He's down in workers. And his way to recover is going for a faster third. I say faster third, actually on par with herO. Third base is on the way. Both players expanding. herO dives in once again, catching 2 more probes. Oh, but he will not lose an Oracle. Barely not. Oracle does somehow escape. And herO maintains that economic lead. Down he was hunting. Was trying to hunt him down. Unable to. Does slip away. And now we can head towards the mid game. We can embrace a more standard back and forth, which is not what we've been getting so far. We've had a very chaotic series, by the way. Like, we've had 1-base all-ins, Phoenix Wars, more 1-base all-ins. It's been a very intense series so far. But here for Game 5, we can finally slow things down. We can calm down, and get into a proper 3-base economy, and get into that mid-game. For the first time. For the first time. Down, checking the third base, checking saturation. Charge on the way for herO. Being very gateway centric. So herO does move out. Setting up a plethora of stasis traps. The traps are set. Zoun is pinned back. Zoun also working towards a +1 and charge as well. Similar setups. I mean, and welcome to modern PvP for the mid game. I mean, as there's just stasis traps everywhere. They're just being thrown down. Zoun has to be very careful. So we have another on the way. In, has a Guardian Shield. Oh my god. Thankfully, he does notice. We'll shut down the stasis. Meanwhile, behind this, as it was distracted, herO comes in for a counterattack. 5 probe kills, very nice damage. herO pulling Zoun apart. Pushing on the left. herO looking for a way in. He gets a sentry. Gets one. Zoun, he does leave some army behind. This time he's ready. Baits out the stasis. And catches the other. Nice pickups. herO, he pulls back. We have +2 on the way. Dark Shrine as well. Let's go. Going for the DTs. herO, he baits out the army. And can he punish? Will he try to? Zoun forced to respond. Oh, punishing herO. Gets 1 Stalker. herO pulls away. Zoun does have detection, thankfully. The Observer's out. So there isn't an answer for the DTs. They shouldn't just straight up end the game, but even if you have detection, even if you have cannons and observers, it can be very, very difficult to deal with mass DT in the mid game. It can be very difficult. Oh, nice snipe. Gets the Oracle. Takes down the stasis traps. Zoun got caught, but no punish. No follow-up. As herO knows, he's now down to 1 Oracle. Let's try to slip by the army. Oh, he does run into the Stalkers, though. He's also going down. Better engagement here for Zoun. DC's waddling in. The Dark Templar, they're coming. Cannons are on the way. Zoun, he noticed. Yeah, he spots them. Spots the DTs. Will be able to punish. herO getting caught out. Zoun doesn't quite commit. Takes out the stasis. Yeah, methodical push here from Zoun. He does have the army supply lead. He can break through this. Again, herO investing into these DTs wasn't worth it. Alas, getting a 4th base, getting it saturated. He doesn't have the army. Gonna try to hold on here. Shield battery does help. Stasis going up, getting 1 Stalker. And Zoun is being forced back. herO, he's holding. Is holding on. Shuts down the Zealots. He's got that 1 Archon. Oracle goes down. But herO holds. Whew. herO does hold. Bleeds out his Oracles, but he's surviving. Blink is almost done for the DTs. They haven't paid for themselves yet. But here he at least does survive. Getting another expansion. And I feel like we also see one of the big examples here of how defendable Ultra Love is. There's just a lot of choke points. Whether it's here, for example, these bridges, very narrow locations. Whether it's the entrance towards the 3rd base. Whether it's the entrance towards the 4th base as well. Whether it's all these other ramps and all these other choke points. Here he does come across those Zealots. And Zoun has to pull away. Here he gets punished. Does set up +3. +3 has begun. Committed into a stronger Zealot run by here with DTs in the mix. Zoun is in position though. He's got 3 cannons. That's a lot of cannons. Here being forced back. Here is deflected. Supplies are close. herO once again diving in. Cashes out more of the Zealots. And hero's setting up for the surround. Zoun's out of position completely. His army's getting caught out. Zoun's racing back home. Nice collapse here from herO. Does focus on the cannons, at least tries to. Zoun dives in, he gets 1, he gets both Immortals. Massive pickups. Does shut them down, but we have a sea of Zealots coming in. Busts into the mineral line, probes are falling. And he needs to take a part in the fight. And Zoun is crumbling here, he's just running out of supply. The workers, the Stalkers. Does hold on, but at a cost of 11 probes. And the Zealots don't stop. Oh my god. They keep on going. GG gets caught as herO he overwhelms. And herO will take the series of 4-1, becoming this month's OlimoLeague champion. GG. Whew. GG, well played. herO going for a very gateway heavy composition there again. Zealots do an amazing job when it comes to buffering, when it comes to protecting your Stalkers, soaking hits, and of course, overwhelming your opponent as well. GG, well played. Unfortunately as well, Zoun, he was out of position. If you recall, Zoun, he had his army split. He had half his army towards the left, the other half at the 3rd. And we saw herO just surround and collapse on that 3rd base. He was able to fight half the army at a time. Unfortunately, Zoun, he missed the rotation. He missed the movement of herO, didn't know where he was, didn't know where he needed to be. And with that, got caught with his pants down. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations here to herO. My condolences to Zoun, but I don't want to take away from him because Zoun played amazingly. He played amazingly here in this tournament. May not have beaten herO, but herO, he is, again, arguably the best Protoss player in the world. herO and MaxPax, they have their own moments. herO outperforming MaxPax in Master Coliseum. MaxPax outperforming herO in Little League Cup. They do go back and forth. But despite that, Zoun, he was able to, pop off against Clem. Very impressive performance here out of Zoun. Switching our scenes over and having a look at the bracket itself, having a look at our players. herO, he took down Percival 2-0, Cure 3-0, and Zoun 4-1. So impressive performance here out of herO, really only dropping a single map the entire tournament. Crazy. Oh my god. Only lost one map here against Zoun in the finals. Meanwhile, Zoun, he did have a much more difficult road to the finals, facing off against Clem. And again, we assumed it was going to be herO versus Clem in the finals, but Zoun popped off. Zoun had a very intense, very clutch match against Clem. It was beautiful, it was amazing. I would say it was the highlight of the broadcast. So if you missed out on the matches, if you missed out on the event live, I do recommend the VODs. The VODs are here on Twitch. The VODs are also on YouTube. So check out the VODs because that was a crazy series. Do recommend. Here even the finals and even the upper semis, all the matches had their own moments, had their own plays. But it was definitely the series of the night for sure. GG, well played. Whew. Again, herO does claim it in the end. And for those that are curious, OlimoLeague is a weekly tournament, is a weekly event, and it should be back here next week as well. But the weekly tournaments, they allow players to accumulate points, and then at the end of the month, we have a monthly finals. So herO, he is the champion of January. Well played. Alas, next week we're going to be back with our regular weekly for OlimoLeague. As a reminder, we were one day late for today's broadcast. I do apologize. Checking out our schedule here. Bam. As you can see, we do cast every single day, multiple times a day, and usually we cast OlimoLeague on Wednesdays. We cast it on Wednesdays at 9 AM KST, but we actually had a KSL broadcast there instead. The reason for this is because again, after OlimoLeague ended, Cranky, he passed the hell out. It was very late in Korea, so we did receive the replays one day later. So that's why we pushed the cast of OlimoLeague to Thursday. For those that are curious, OlimoLeague is typically a live event, and it does occur Wednesday evening, or I guess technically Tuesday night and Wednesday morning. Like it does cross over. In Korea and in Australia, but it is only broadcasted not to Twitch, not to YouTube. It can only be broadcasted to Chijik. You can actually see the logo under the plushies. You can see the OlimoLeague logo and the Chijik logo. Again, that is another streaming platform. For those who are maybe unaware, Twitch is banned in Korea. Or I should say the opposite, really. Twitch has banned Korea. So Twitch is not available in Korea. So Korea, because of that, they have propped up their own streaming platforms instead to replace Twitch. They have Chijik. I think they have three. They have Chijik. They have Soup, which is not the neighbor, which is Africa TV. Africa TV, they rebranded as Soup. And I think there's another one as well. There's like a Kakao live streaming service. So there's three big ones. Chijik is one of them, and they are the main sponsor for OlimoLeague, which is why they require the live streams to be on their platform, not on Twitch, not on YouTube. It is exclusive to Chijik. We actually used to be the official English casters. We used to cast it live. We cast it live on Chijik. We have our own accounts. We would cast at that channel. But as you can imagine, most foreigners or most international viewers don't really go to that platform. They don't really go to that website. They're typically more prone to watching on Twitch or watching on YouTube, watching somewhere else. Trying to migrate viewership over was a difficult thing to do, especially considering we're a small platform to begin with, or a small channel to begin with. So it wasn't really worth it just because we weren't really getting any viewership. It's one of those things where we were the official English streams, but we weren't really getting any eyes on us anyway. So in the end, we no longer cast it live. We cast it like a couple of hours later via replays. That is how we do here on the Cranky Ducklings. So we do a replay cast like maybe 6 hours after the event ends. Something like that. Like 6 or 7 hours. So yeah, with that, thanks for watching. With that, that's why we cast OlimoLeague via replays. I think Wardy sometimes casts via replays as well. Sometimes he does jump into OlimoLeague, and I believe some of the other casters out there as well, they get the replays and they also cover it themselves. Just as a heads up, over on YouTube. What's the YouTube channel? I got you, Pappy. I got you. We got the commands, Pappy. Hold on. Exclamation mark socials. Bam. If you want to follow us, if you want to check out our VODs, if you want to follow us elsewhere, then exclamation mark socials in the chat, and you will get a link to our social media. Hold on. There we go. There we go. So exclamation mark socials, you get a link to our social medias. We have Discord, we have YouTube, we have Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, TikTok, Kick, just everything Cranky Ducklings. So you can check us out if you wish. Again, we upload VODs to YouTube on a daily basis. There's plenty of content on YouTube, and as you can see here, we are live on a daily basis as well. We're live twice a day, every single day. You can see here we just finished up with the OlimoLeague broadcast. Later on tonight we have the podcast. That is in how long exactly? That's like in 5 hours. Jesus. In 5 hours time, we're going to be live with the podcast. Tomorrow we have Amantes StarCraft. We have Kung Fu Cup Warcraft 3 edition. We have Code for Giants Cup on Saturday. We have MSO. We have SCL. We have Sparkling Tuna Cup. Wardy TV Monday. We have Stegosaur Monday. We have plenty of content on the channel. OC Championships. If you enjoyed the broadcast, follow us, and hey, you can tune into one of these events live, or you can tune into one of these events via the VODs on YouTube. So again, we have something for everyone. We're live every single day, multiple times a day. We're live more than any other channel out there, more than Wardy, more than Steadfast, more than Pig, more than anyone else when it comes to casting StarCraft. We have the content, we have the quantity, and we have a little bit of the quality as well. A little bit, a little bit. There we go. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for support. If you want to support us monetarily, you can do so via subscribing or via becoming a patron. Our Patreon does support our tournaments. All the money on our Patreon goes directly towards the events that we host and the events that we run, like Sea Duckling Open, Sparkling Tuna Cup, and Master Swan Open as well. So if you want to help grow these events, you can do so via Patreon. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to be live here on the channel in 5 hours time. I'm gonna try and sleep. I'm gonna try and get a nap. I'm gonna try and get some rest, and hopefully be at full energy for tonight's show, as later on tonight we're live with the Pondcast. If you're curious what exactly is the Pondcast, that is our weekly talk show where we talk about the events of the week for StarCraft 2 and the tournament results as well. There's a lot to go over. This week we're going to be talking about the Tasteless interview. Tasteless had an interview with Zombie Grub. We're going to discuss Gabe. Gabe had a video talking about EWC and his future in StarCraft. And I'm sure there's many other topics as well. We have our typical tournament results, Masters Coliseum, Lil League Cup as well. There's a lot to discuss. There's a lot to go over. So again, tune in if you wish to the podcast. It's kind of like, I don't know, I guess there was like the Pylon show a couple of years ago. I guess it's like our take on that. But to be fair, we were also running the podcast during the Pylon show as well. So we were all over it, So yeah, just your weekly StarCraft 2 talk show. There you go. So we got you covered if you wish. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Stick around. We're going to be giving another StarCraft streamer a raid. Who is live? Who is live at the moment? Who can we raid? Who can we send everyone over to? Un momento. Let's have a look. Apop is streaming. Sal is asleep. Sal is still doing his subathon, by the way. Crazy. Sal sleeping. There aren't that many people live at the moment. There's Hapsaya. There's Dakon. Let's go. Dakon, the Brazilian streamer. Who else do we have? Not too many people I'm familiar with here. So, yeah, with that, we're going to be wrapping up. We're going to be wrapping up for the day. Give some love to whoever we do decide to raid. Give them some love. Give them some support. And we'll see you guys later on tonight or tomorrow or whenever you tune in with some more StarCraft. See you then. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Ciao. Papi, ciao. Hasta luego.